All right, buddy, what do you got?
How would you describe your first taste of this rivalry and what this win means?
Well, I just think it points out to the group we got right now just how resilient they are. You know, we've got a lot of things. We don't have a lot of numbers, but they just keep playing. You know, and play to our strength. Obviously, Josh is a strength for us right now. It felt like we needed to kind of run the ball and control it. They were so explosive on the offensive side of the ball. Can we try to keep the ball away from them a little bit? But it's a great experience, and I'm just happy for the kids. Really happy for the kids and what they've put in all year long. To win this right now, kind of gives them an understanding of what we asked them to do. It pays off, and then it's for one 24-hour span. We get to feel okay about ourselves, and then we got to get ready to play Stanford here to finish up the season. So.
Josh Kelly, I mean, I think he ran for more yards than any UCLA tailback has ever in this game. How important is he to what you're doing right now?
He's important not only just because of his production, but just because of the type of person he is. I think he kind of typifies everything that's gone on this season and his resiliency. He started off the season as a starter. He lost that job, actually did not play in the Fresno State game. But because of Josh's mentality and his positive outlook on everything, the week leading up to Colorado, we had an open date. He worked extremely hard in practice and earned the job back, and hasn't given it back. And I think what we try to build this on is everything is earned here, and Josh has earned everything. So what he did today doesn't surprise me, and I don't think it surprises our coaching staff or surprise any of those players in that room, just because they see what he does every day. There's games when he's at 30-plus carries, and we played this short week, and we had a Friday game, and he's diving for balls on Sunday night when we had to have a short week practice. And there's a kid that had 31 carries the night before on a night game, and he's out diving around on the field. But I think he kind of typifies what this team is about right now. So.
Sure. One quick question.
Yes.
How did you feel like Wilton's experience playing in so many games showed up in a rivalry game like this?
That's what, again, he got hurt at the beginning of the season, but the one thing we knew coming into this whole year, he had started 16 games at a big-time Power 5 school, so he's had experience. He's played in the Michigan-Ohio State game, so Wilton's a cool customer. He doesn't get phased. I'm sure he wants the one pass, right there at the beginning of the second half back, but that doesn't. He don't dwell in the past. He's not angered by it. He just learned, hey, next time we do that, I'm gonna make sure I get to my check down. But there's a calmness about him, and I think that helps, and I think it pervades through, our offense in that, when he's calm, I think everybody else is calm.
Coach, congrats on the big game and a huge game by Josh Kelly. But your thoughts on a college running back running 40 times in a game, a bit too much, or do you think that's okay?
I wish he carried it 100, to be honest with you. So,
no problems with the 40 carries.
We track all our guys with GPS systems. We're the most scientific team in college football, so don't worry about it.
Related to Josh Kelly's attitude, how have you seen him kind of uplift the rest of the offense with his morale? Well,
you'll see it. When he comes in here, he'll uplift this room. That's just the type of kid he is, and he's special. And we're just proud that we got a chance to coach him. He's really, truly a special young man. If you're going to buy stock in a human being, buy stock in Josh Kelly.
Coach, how big of a momentum shift was that block punt in the first half, and then also JT Daniels' second interception?
Well, again, you got to learn in this game. It's going to be ebb and flow, and you got to go back. And I think part of it is your response after a bad play. We kept our safe punt team on the field, and they faked the punt and got it. Instead of feeling sorry for ourselves, we got to kind of bow up there. They blocked the punt. All right, we're going to fix the protection. We're on the sideline, but let's go. And I don't think this team dwells in the past. I think they learned from their experiences, and they just kept fighting forward. And that's what this team is. It's a very resilient team. So.
Your defense is taking its lumps this year, but I think you made 3 or 4 stops early in the game, and a variety of guys made big plays. How much did that contribute to them?
They did. And that, again, in this thing, it's a team win. I think in all phases, how important JJ's kick was. We talk every week. And he going to the right, and it's on my game plan. Where do we got to get to? I got to get to the 32-yard line. So I asked what it was, and they're like, it's 4th and 3. I don't care if it's 4th down. Where is the ball? It's on the 32. Good, kick it, because JJ knows he can make it from there. So I thought our special teams contributed to this victory, and I think our defense is, as we continue to grow, they made some key stops at critical times in that game, and that was really the difference for us.
Chip, just as far as Wilton, is that the best you've seen him complete passes in the tight spaces? Because I mean,
No,
our throw was on a dime.
Yeah, I mean that's him. But I think last week he was, last week until we got to the last drive, he was like 23 or 25. So, he's a really accurate quarterback with the football. So, and I think in the last couple of weeks it's been starting to build for him. So.
Coach, can you talk about the resilience of the corners after giving us some big plays early and then late in the game kind of hunkering down?
They did. And obviously Darnay kind of sets a tone for us on the defensive side of the ball. But it's a good group of receivers, and a really good young freshman quarterback that can put the ball on the money. And at times that they're going to make plays and you just got to kind of tip your hat to them and then line up and play the next snap. It's who can last over time. And I think we kind of ended up with the upper hand in that thing. But we knew that group of receivers was a talented group with Pittman and the whole group there. We knew that was going to be a tough matchup for us, but I think our guys just hung in there and made one more play than they made, and that's what this thing came down to.
Just a couple more.
And Coach, that last drive when you stopped them on 4th down, the sideline was looking pretty rowdy. Can you just walk me through what the reaction was for your team on the sideline?
I would hope they were rowdy. This place was jumping. I think the fans were awesome. It was such a great experience to be a part of this game and to play in front of that crowd. And then when you finally make the play to win the football game and stop them on 4th down, then I think the exuberance was well deserved.
Well, you talked about this being good for your players. How does this feel for you to win this game?
Excited. I think more happy for those guys because we have a process that we go through, and I think it validates the process for those guys, and they understand what this process is all about. If we just keep doing what we can control, I'm not worrying about what or anxious about what happens in the future, not be angered about what happens in the past, but stay in the moment. That was our message to the team this week. Let's just stay in a moment, and I think they did. And hopefully they'll learn those lessons because those are skills they have to develop over time. But we're just trying to help them develop life skills. And if they can develop life skills, they're going to help them on the field there. It's going to help them post-career at UCLA. So I'm just really happy for that whole group. They've worked extremely hard. They've given everything they had, and for them to get a victory like this, it's a deserved victory. It wasn't he didn't kind of slide into there. I think slide into it or backdoor into this win. I think there's no question in that game that we played hard and we played harder, and that's why we won the football game. Yeah.
Have you got any word, or do you expect word from old Bruin and your old assistant Gary Campbell?
No, Cam was at our first game. He came here to Fresno State game. I'm sure I'll talk to Cam tonight. There's a lot of old Bruins, Troy Aikman, a few of those guys that I think hopefully we'll have a conversation with tonight.
He was
Cam?
at our reunion.
Was he?
I played with Gary. Yeah.
What's your name?
Barry Markowitz, 71 to 74.
All right, Barry, I will tell Cam that the best cameraman in the room tonight was a Bruin, 71 to 73.
Best coach in the room is all that matters.
There's only one of us, so.